investing.com, where we teach you how to be the sniper, not the target, because it is your choice to make. And we got our normal disclosures. There's risk involved in investing. Know what you're doing before you do it. Speaking of risk, don't risk your money, risk ours. Check out apextraderfunding.com and get 50% off with coupon code APEX50, good through January 5th. So just a reminder for you. Today was a wild market. I think everybody would agree with that. I put on a position larger than I meant to. And fortunately, it went in my favor. So I had a very nice day today. I hope y'all did as well. So let's do some chart review. Bring up the sniper charts over here. Let me get rid of the chart trader and let me pull up. I know you always like it when I use that little Harry Potter wand. All right. There's the wand. Okay, so we're looking over here at the right side of the chart. And I recommend that you do what I'm doing every day. I recommend that you actually open up your charts after the day's over and go back through and literally just go to the right of the chart and then right-click the right arrow. And you can go forward one bar at a time. You can go as fast or as slow as you want to. And this is how you get fast enough to see fast enough what's going on in the market. So I'm letting us get to the end of 936. There we go. Or into 935, I mean. All right, here we go. Let's see. All right. Moving forward. Okay, right here, we got a TX long. Is that a valid trade or not? He said no, double check, look at it again. It's not HD, but what is it? Some of y'all got it already. There you go. It's an ETX, an enhanced TX. See how we have a mini magnet right by within 2 ticks of another OP level. So, which in this case happens to be an I zone. We'll go up 2 bars. There we go. And we take our profit. So that was an ETX and it was profitable. All right, that low volume score was star low volume score was a nice addition to it as well. Keep going. Find the next trade on here. All right, we got a TX short. Is it a valid trade or not? No trade, no rules. That's right. So we don't take it. All right, we got a TX short here. It's an ETX going into a mini magnet and 2 I zones. What is it when you put 3 things together? A stack, a wall, and obstruction, right? So we would not take that trade, correct? All right, so no trade because going into a stack. All right, we got a TX short right there. Is that a valid trade or not? All right, no trade. And the way I know that, again, is I'm looking at the bottom where those detectors are, those little black lines. So, yep, no trade. All right, now we got a TX long. Is that a valid trade? There you go, ODD. Yeah, it's an oscillation detector divergence. That's where this number is half or 80% of the previous number before it. So there's a pullback, another pullback, and then that's at least 80% or less. In this case, it's half. So it is a valid trade. It goes up and it is profitable. It is also an ETX. That's correct. So it's a double trade, which actually makes it more of a level 3 or 4 trade. So combining the two together, ODD with an ETX. Okay, what about right here? It went just a fraction higher. It would not be HD. It's ODD with OPR by a tick. It's almost more of a range-bound trade itself. But with that OPR on it, I would definitely be inclined to take it. So that's what the right triangle is there at the bottom on the detector. Now, what would have happened when it did that right there? When it went up, and then back down, what should you have done? You got to break even. Exactly. You should have set your take profit to break even. Okay? So anytime you get that coil chop, you want to get out of there. All right, now we got a short TX. Is it a valid trade? Nope, not a valid trade. Oh, we got another TX right there that happened. So another TX long. Is that a valid trade? Coil chop. It is HD, but it's coil chop. So we pass on the trade. Y'all are doing great tonight. Those of you who are participating, I recommend everybody try to type in an answer. All right, we got a TX short here. No trade. Doesn't line up with anything, going right into a dynamic magnet. God, let's see. I thought we had another, but we didn't have another TX short. So very good. All right, we got another TX short. Not a valid trade. Doesn't meet any of our rules. Glad we didn't take that one. Got another TX short. No trade. Exactly. Didn't meet any of the rules. Got another TX short. No, and it's going right into settlement on top of that. Got a TX long. Yes, it's an HD trade. Well, actually, it's not quite high enough for HD. And it's not an ETX because it didn't lay a mini magnet or Paul. And it didn't qualify as an FTX because the DR is not above 1. And it's right at settlement. So no trade. Got a short TX. Is it a valid setup? Nope, not a valid trade. You know, actually, no, it wouldn't. Okay. Got another short TX. Nope, we got 2 to 3 bar chop going on there and just not a valid trade. All right, we got a long TX. Coil chop, no trade. Good job. All right, we got a long TX. Yes, it's an ODD trade. It's ODD by about 15 ticks, but oh, you mean barely 80%, yeah. And it goes right up and is profitable. All right, that's 3 trades that were profitable. We skipped some winners, we skipped some losers, most importantly. We won 3 trades. What do you do at this point in your trading day? Stop. There you go. Now, all y'all are saying stop, but are you stopping? Double down. I think double down is the wrong answer. Exactly. Go back to bed. You traded for literally 20 minutes, 20 or 15 minutes because we started at 9:35. And you're done for the day. Doesn't matter how many trades you take. It just matters the contract size, which happens over time as your account grows. Can I click on the chart and get rid of the bars selection? I'm not quite sure what you mean by that, Matthew. What are the circles on the bars? Those are, they are an advanced form of hidden divergence. You can learn more about those in the hidden divergence setup in the second video. So somebody brings up a good point. Is it good to trade tomorrow and Friday? That is up to you. There will be lower liquidity, but I have seen there be good moves. So you really have to make that choice. Also, you know, do you want to risk running your holiday? Personally, I won't be trading Thursday or Friday. The markets do close like at 1 on Thursday and 1:15 on Friday. So make sure you're out well before then because it'll get really thin before it closes, okay? I'm not quite sure. I still don't know what you mean there, Alan. All right, let's keep going for practice sake. But we've hit our 3 and done. All right, so we got a TX set up here. Is it a valid trade? No, it is not. No rules. All right, we got a valid TX short. Is it a valid setup? No, there's no setup, no rules. What setup do y'all see there? You're saying yes. We're on the right side of the chart. Last bar. If it had a mini man or a paw, it'd be an ETX, but it doesn't. Don't just trade it because it's off a wall. You may get very upset doing that with your results. Walls are used for obstructions. Now we have a, what do we have here? An SLZ. Is it valid? Yes, it's valid if it's within 1 tick of a wall or within 2 points on the other side. So that makes it a valid trade. That is a valid SLZ. And it won. All right, we got a TX short. Do we have a valid trade here? 2 to 3 bar chop. So due to the chop, I wouldn't take the trade. All right, we got a TX short here. Is this a valid trade? We got hidden divergence. So check it out. So actually, that's the first pullback since the recent high. So that would not technically be hidden divergence. If this bar would have been higher, then that'd be 1 pullback, 2 pullbacks, which you need. But it's not HD because that bar was higher than the previous bar. So it's technically the first pullback. Close, but no sniper. All right, we got a TX long right here. Coil chop going into dynamic magnet, double mini magnets. That'd be a stack. That'd be a no. All right, we got an SLZ right here. So too far away. Let's see, was it? Let's check it out. We got 0925, so that the wall has to be at 1125. It is right at 1125. So within 2 points. So it is a valid SLZ within 2 points going down or 1 tick above. And it's a valid winner trade. SLZs are pretty sweet setups. We got another SLZ. I don't take them off ZOI crashes. Lori does sometimes, but I don't. So no trade. Y'all been liking Lori in the room lately? Yeah, she's awesome. And then the market crashed down. Now we got an SLZ long. Is that a valid setup? Well, is it coming off of a major level? It isn't a very strong downtrend. That's a double dynamic magnets. And right off of a flux. And through a ZOI as well. It would be a valid SLZ. And it did win. Remember, it came out right off a major level. So if we're within 2 points, which obviously we were, we're going through the level, then that's valid. And the reason I would have more confidence on it is because we came into that, even though we had this massive down move back here, we came into all of this and it started slowing down, like right there, slowed down, then it bounced up again, came down, gave us a signal. With all of that, that gives me the confidence that we're probably going to chop around a little bit and have a chance to grab at least a couple bars worth. Now you got an SLZ. This one is not valid. Very good. Now you're in tons of chop. No major level. Now we got a TX long right there. It is an ETX. It is also an ODE. So it's a combination. Do we take it? Yes. And it's a winning trade. Yeah, and it's simplicity there too, huh? All right, we got a TX long. Do we got a valid trade? Let's see. What is simple about this? I have no idea what you're talking about. Did I get in the wrong webinar? Maybe. I don't know. Have you watched the setup videos yet? I was talking about a trade called Simplicity, which is a different chart. You can just tell when there's a big trend that we would have caught a Simplicity. But it is pretty simple if you watch the setup videos. But you definitely got to spend time on the setup videos. So no valid trade. And do a lot of market reviews like I'm doing right here. Do it yourself each day. So that way you master the setups. First time to master them in real time. All right, we got a TX short. Is that a valid setup? So not a valid setup. Does not meet the rules. Any of our setup rules. All right, we got an SLZ. Is it a valid SLZ? By the way, an SLZ is a star. We have a star in the bar before with a low volume score of 13 or less, and a ZOI on the bar before that. So star, low volume score, ZOI with a reversal bar after. This one was divergent, but it needs to be 80% or less, and that was 86%. So, yep, no trade. I agree. All right, now we got a TX long. Do we have a valid trade? It is an ETX. And that's what you get for trading more than 3 trades. You finally get hit. Eventually, it's going to happen. Now we got a third bar swing. Does that count whenever you're this far into a trend? Nope. You got to be in a brand new, you have to be turning around, right? Going forward here. All right, we got an SLZ long. Is that a, or not SLZ? Sorry, a TX long. Is that a valid trade? Yes, it is HD. We're at 315% on the OD level of the previous OD level. So that is a valid trade, and it wins. We got a TX short. Is that a valid TX short? No, we got coil chop. Doesn't meet any of the rules. All right, we got another TX short. Is it a valid trade? Yeah, we got another hidden divergence right there. So 402% is greater than 125% of the previous number. And it is a winning trade. All right, we got a TX short here. Is that a valid setup? Nope, doesn't meet any of our setup rules. Now we have a double TX going against DR. Not a valid trade. Haven't seen many double TXs lately. All right, we got a TX long. Is it a valid setup? Oh, we got chop. 2-3 bar chop. So not a valid trade. Now we got a TX long. Another coil chop. So I hope those of you who are new are seeing, like, it's maybe overwhelming to you at first, but as you go through the setup videos and as you do market reviews like I'm doing yourself every day, that this is worth it. You've tried a lot of systems and you're looking for something simple, but you probably have found by now that those little simple things out there, like moving average crossovers and all that, just don't work when they're just based on moving averages, right? So you need more than that. So hopefully you're sick of the stuff out there that tries to just hand it to you and you're ready to learn. And if you are, it's definitely worth putting it all together. So Brendan said he went through Thrive. That helped him put it all together. And now he's going through Sharpshooter. That's awesome. So those will definitely take you to a whole nother level. All right, we got a TX long. No trade. That's right. You got it. Coil chop. We got an SLZ coming right off of a wall. Yeah, very valid. Perfect setup. There we go. Thing took off. Profitable trade. Now we got a TX short. Is this valid? Yep. Oscillation detector divergence, ODD. Number is 85% less. It's actually 23% of the previous OD number. Oh, we coiled up, and it's out. That one lost. Again, don't break your 3. Eventually they're going to happen. But we've had like 12 or 13 wins and 2 losses so far. Not too shabby. All right, we got a TX long. No trade. Got another TX long. So it's an HD. Uh-oh. And should have quit when I was ahead. That's what you're thinking right now, right? Now we got a TX short, which is an HD. And that one won. An HD with OPR. Good call there, Jennifer. We got a TX long right here. No trade. Got a TX short. No trade. Doesn't meet any of the rules. Got another TX short. It is an ETX. And it is a winning trade. Got a TX long. We got an ETX long. Yeah. Winning trade. Nice back-to-backs. The ETX is there. All right, we got another TX long. It would be HD if it was the second pullback, but it's considered the first pullback since this low is lower than this low. So it's not an HD trade. So no trade. Got a TX short. Yes, definitely an ODD trade. Nice ODD trade. Profitable. Got a TX short. Another ODD trade. What do you do right now? Get out at break even because you had coil chop. All right, we got a TX short. No trade. We got a TX long. 2 to 3 bar chop. No trade. Oh, getting old. Now we got an elevator. Yeah, it's early in the trend. That is a valid elevator. Ooh, now it's coiling on you. What do you do right now? Move your stop to break even, and it doesn't quite make it. You also got an SLZ entry right there, too, at the same time. That was a valid SLZ right after the elevator. Yeah, things that make you go, right? We got a TX long right here. ETX OD. And it is a winning trade. Got another TX long going into a dynamic magnet. Yeah, I would not take it. It would have worked, but wouldn't have been worth it. Another TX going long. No trade. And one last TX going long. No trade. Oh, or is it an ETX? It's not within 2 ticks. It's 3 ticks away. Elevator question. Is there a maximum bar? I like to see them within 7 bars. If they're not within 7 bars, then I don't take them. Yeah, if there's just a couple bars, I'll take one. Yes. You can take SLZs into a 3-bar chop. That'd be the one trade you can do in it if you're confident enough. Do I expect chop when an NQ wall goes through the bar? I do expect the market to usually chop around an NQ wall. You're rusty tonight, needed the review. I'm glad it helped. I expect chop around a dev as well. I will not be in the ER tomorrow. I am taking my family out for the Thanksgiving week. The best place to review the rules is under the setup videos. Watch the first video, that's a short summary. And the second video is a detailed explanation. All right, well, I hope y'all enjoyed the webinar tonight and got something out of it. Did everybody pick up something? Awesome. If we didn't get your questions, make sure to submit a help desk ticket or hop in the ER, but I think I answered everybody's questions as best I could if they were flying up through the screen there. And I will see everybody Monday. I know Lori should be in the room tomorrow. And I hope you all have a great day. Don't forget about the market closing at 1 on Thursday and 1:15 on Friday. And don't forget about the 50% off special with Apex 50 at apextraderfunding.com. Y'all have a fantastic and happy Thanksgiving.